It don't change at all. We got the young guys knowing what they're doing and guys that been here before and know the system.
Who have you seen step up and kind of take that leadership over?
I think all the outside linebackers, inside linebackers, D-line, and the secondary all stepping up and making sure we know what we're doing out there, making sure young guys staying on top of everything and making sure that we all communicating as well as we can.
When you talk about young guys, how far along is Henry as far as for a true freshman being able to call the defenses and things like that?
I think he's far along, but I also think all the inside linebackers are far along. I think they all staying in with the coaches, staying after and making sure they know what they're supposed to be doing on the field.
And what do you like that you've got done this camp? What do you think you've improved?
I think I've improved is being consistent and staying the course and making sure that my teammates are getting better as well while I'm trying to get myself better also. And I think that we all been doing a great job of that, just staying consistent and make sure that we're doing the right things every day.
You felt like you said at SEC Media Days, you felt like you had worked a lot of things on your pass rush to improve with some new moves there. What do you think you are in terms of playing the run compared to where you were a year ago?
I think I'm a lot better playing the run now, just being more physical in the run game and knowing what plays I'm going to get and knowing the things that my assignment, aligning the techniques and things like that.
What are the conversations like with guys like Henry and Warren about the opportunities that may present themselves now that they're going to be true freshmen that are going to get a lot of playing time?
I think the conversation is just the next step. Time to do your job, make sure you do your job and learn the playbook, study the film, and make sure you know what to do when we out there on the field.
Do you feel like those guys are prepared for this opportunity?
Yeah, I definitely feel like they're prepared because they prepared for it all camp and they've been doing the right things on and off the field. So I think it'll take care of itself when we step on the field Saturday.
Having Derek Ansel here as coordinator now and making the defensive calls, how does that change this defense, if at all?
I don't think it changes. I think it just adds more to it. I think he's brought a lot to us that we didn't have before. So I think he adds on to to what Coach Pruitt, Coach Rum, Coach Rock, and Coach Shear has to offer. And I think he adds on to it. And I think that makes our defense a lot better.
As kind of the leader of the defense, following the two scrimmages, what was kind of your takeaway from maybe the biggest thing you guys need to improve upon before you guys play Georgia State on Saturday?
I think the thing we need to improve upon is finishing and being more ball hawks as a defense, attacking the ball every chance we get.
It's been a while since Jeremy wasn't the guy making defensive calls in the games. It's been a long-time coordinator and such. How do you think it's going to be like for him, kind of have more of a supervisory role, not being the guy making all the calls on defense?
I think it'll be just fine. I think the defensive caller will be perfect, and they'll put us in position to make plays this year, and I think we'll grab those opportunities and run with them.
Derek, what do you see from Quavaris and Roman Harrison that kind of gives them, that may give them a chance to help out early as freshmen?
I think they play with a lot of effort, and so do the other freshmen at each position. I think they all play with a lot of effort, and they willing to learn what's in the playbook and willing to learn how to study film and things like that.
Darrell, what's Nigel Warrior now, this year in terms of leadership, in terms of impacting other guys? What have you seen from Nigel?
Oh man, Nigel's an amazing leader. I think he speaks up all the time. Every chance he can, he'll speak up and he'll correct guys or he'll say what we're not doing right, and he'll call guys out and confront guys and make sure that we all being held accountable.
He mentioned that he'll say the things that maybe a lot of people don't want to say.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a rare trait to have to be able to speak the truth to teammates?
Yeah, I definitely think that's rare, but if you're a leader, then I think that's what you got to do to make your team better, to make your teammates better. So I think he does a great job with that, as well as our other leaders.
Darrell, with the first game last week, I don't know if you watched Florida Miami, but there was a lot of talk about a lot of missed tackles. How do you be a good tackling team to start the year? I mean, I know you guys have had a physical camp, but game tackling and practice tackling are different. How do you avoid being a bad tackling team to start the season?
I think you just work on you implement the fundamentals of tackling in your practices each day, and I think that's what we've been doing, and we've done a great job with that, so we can make sure that we are a great tackling team.
Have the coaches brought that up as an example for you guys?
Yeah, they definitely did, to make sure that we stand on top of it, learning how to tackle each day, because you always learn something new every day. So I think we just been consistent with that. We got to make sure we're doing it right all the time.
How different is it on the tour, sort of what they ask you guys to do in terms of practicing well, not taking guys to the ground, the way to tackle in practice versus the game? How does that compare now to the previous staff?
I think we've just been working on it hard and stressing it a lot because we don't want anybody getting injured because we need everybody. So I think we just they stress it enough so to the point that we know what we're supposed to do and we know how to do it. So I think as much as they stress it, we know how to do it and we follow up. We try to do it every day.
How hard is that to learn as a defender? How to tackle somebody in practice?
It's not that hard to learn. You just got to make sure, just like studying film or studying your opponent or just learning your playbook, it's the same thing. Pretty much do it every day and then work on doing it every day.
How much have you guys as a position group improved throughout the preseason and the offseason for that matter? Coach was stressed, other guys needing to help you out, especially on the other side of it.
I think we've improved a lot. All the guys in the outside linebacker room, they've been working hard and seizing their opportunity. And I think a lot of guys have stepped up and made plays and making sure they're doing the right thing.
Well, how much less, if any, are you having to think right now? Your second year in this defense, are you able to kind of just get the call and play a lot faster now? Or is it different than it was last year for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different than it was last year. Sometimes I really had to think about it, but now I really I get the call and I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, whether whatever formation they're in or whether they make motions or anything like that. I know what I'm supposed to do whenever I get the call.
How much changes when you transition from the grind of fall camp to game week?
It's a big transition because that grind it's pretty hard. It takes a little toll on your body. So when you start getting to a season, I think you have a little more chance to take care of your body more because the practices are a little less harder because of we got to prepare for a game. So I think it's a lot easier transitioning from camp to game week practices. So I think it's a lot better for your body, and I think you get an opportunity to really key in on taking care of your body.
Do you have to talk to the young guys about, like, hey, it's not always like this, like when you get to the season and those conversations?
Oh, yeah. We always talk about that, like, you just got to grind it out, and when we get to the season, like, the coaches, they'll take care of you because we know you have to play that weekend.
Do you have it down to a science at this point, like when game week rolls around, this is what I've got